Hey everyone, and welcome to Suwon. We made it here a lot quicker than I thought. Maybe took about 40 minutes from Noranjin station, and then it's just a short bus journey from the station down to the main area here. I'm just going to stop here for a bit, have a bit of lunch. Behind us there's some, seems to be some filming going on for KBS, so they've locked off part of the wall. Maybe it's some movie being filmed, so we'll find out what's going on there. Okay, so there's looks like a K-pop music video going on behind us at the gate. So usually we walk through the gate to get into the fortress where we're trying to get to, but it's blocked off at the moment, so we're going to go around and see if we can go in that way. It looks like a storm's headed this way, so probably go inside the cafe for a bit. Okay, so we got some tea to get out of the rain. It got really heavy. So just next to the gate, we're next to the main area of Suwon. Because the weather got so wet, we decided to come into this cafe and have some caramel tea, get nice and warm and dry until the rain stops a bit more. We are Suwon. So this is Janganmun Gate. Mun actually means door in Korean, so when you hear Dondamun, Janganmun, anything with mun on the end, it's a gate into the city. So the original gate, one of the original gates into Suwon, I think one of 4 gates. Oh yeah, so we're pretty high up now, and we can usually walk along the wall, but it's closed off at the moment, maybe because they're filming, maybe because of the weather. Out the rain now. It's a nice place to come and chill out. It's actually a Suwon on the pavilion, and through each of these gaps you can see different sides of Suwon. Okay, let's go through this little door. Try not to bang my head. Okay, so we're on the outside of the gate here, and you can walk around the outside of it in this kind of D formation, and then it comes around to get another shelter. And yeah, it's a really nice gate actually. You can look out across the city, and onto here you can the small pavilion. Then if you look up here, there's a gate, the outside the gate. So it's like a small little village here next to the tourist information office, and where you can buy some gifts usually. On the map it just says there's a cafe, so I think it's a new area that they've just made. So it's a Suwon Traditional Culture Centre. Going towards Hwaseong Palace. There's a big square here before you get to it. Okay, so here we are outside Hwaseong Fortress. We made it. And yeah, it's a fortress because it's got lots of these turrets around the outside. protecting the city. So originally they've tried to keep it as original as possible. Okay, so it's actually free to get in. The sign's saying that you have to keep 2 meters apart, so obviously for the coronavirus and everything, and just sign in, spray your hands. It's actually a free one, so it's completely free to get in at the moment if anyone wants to come from Seoul. It's a nice place to come. Wash your hands, sign in. It's got all these really nice flags on the outside here. It's like traditional flags of the era, different eras. This one's a three-headed bird. Probably represents some powerful family from Suwon. Let's see what this one is. This one is
Tiger.
the crazy tiger. Or whatever it is. If you know, put in the comments down below if you know what these are. Let's see what this yellow one is. Try not to break it. Well, it's a dragon one, so it's a nice dragon one. Which one would you guys select if you were part of this clan? Super quiet at the moment. It's just me and Tess here, nobody else by the looks of it. And the guard at the front gate didn't seem too interested in us. So it's nice to have a whole temple to yourself. I feel like kings and queens. So this is where King Jongjo would come in. The person who owned this whole place would come and accept visitors into the palace. They would come here and he would sit in the main area here, just behind the picture. And all these people would come and give him gifts and offerings and maybe discuss things about politics. This comes out into a big courtyard here. You can see it's a big space actually that it just opens up into, so this would have been the courtyard of the king. All these old prints of the Korean past, how the people would have approached the king in the main palace. So they're just reproductions of original prints. And they go all along this wall, if you want to read all about them. But I'm gonna go up these stairs instead. Let's go! So this is, it looks like lavender. In England we have a lot of lavender, but it's actually a Korean plant. I'm not entirely sure what it's called, so if anybody knows, any of my Korean friends know what this plant's called, let me know in the comments down below. Let's see what's at the top. This is a guard post where the guard would stand. I guess the king would come up here just to relax and look over the city, and the guard would wait here in this guard post behind me. Let's see what the guard would say. See if we can sniper anyone. The guard post is to inform people of any emergencies going on in the palace. So he overlooked the palace. You can't see too well at the moment because of the trees, but the guard would stay up here in his post where this big fish is. This is maybe the guard's like, so maybe he knocks on this. It's like, emergency! Emergency in the palace! Boom, boom, boom. And the fish is like maybe the bell kind of thing, I don't know. It's probably the ugliest fish I've ever seen. Why has it got teeth? Okay, another steep walk from the guard post up to the pavilion. Keep your legs strong walking up this place. So what's the place to come if you want a bit of exercise? Yeah, this is the highest point of the palace, at the back of the palace. Again, there's nobody up here, just us two. Hopefully, maybe there's someone in the trees. And then yeah, coming up to the pavilion, you can come and sit up here and relax. So this is the Miro Haenggung Pavilion. It's a pavilion in the rear garden of a temporary palace, so right at the back of the palace. And as I say, this is where people, the royalty would come and relax. Maybe have a little date in this pavilion here. And then look out over the city. Probably looks a lot different now than what it did then. You can see all the skyscrapers behind. Yeah, let's come in here and have a relax, chill. In the background you can actually see a stadium. That's where Suwon Blue Wings play, the soccer team, football team for those in England. Yeah, it's a nice view of the palace from up here actually. I think this is a better post than where the guard sits. The guard can't really see anything, but the king would be able to see everything going on here. Here's the view. That's where we came from. Back up the mountain. So I just spotted a hot air balloon in the background. I actually think it's on string, it's not just... There it is, hot air balloon. Okay, so this is the like center town area of Suwon. It's kind of like a traditional little area near the Hwaseong Fortress here. There's like Buddhist temple nearby. It's close to where we just came from the palace area. And there's different like split roads here, so you can go to different areas. So we're going to go towards Paldalmun Gate. There's lots of handicraft like shops here and little art galleries that you can come and explore. A nice little wall of things that people have painted. Tiles, different tiles. Doing a bit of shopping here on the way. Can't resist. Okay, so we're about to go up to Hwaseong Fortress. It's quite a steep walk up to the mountain, so it's like a mountain fortress, this one. It's 2 tickets, so each ticket costs Chonon, 1,000 won, so about 75 pence in English money. Okay, so we're on the way up now. It's quite steep, so let's go. You can go up this bit with the steep steps, or you can go a harder one because it's easier to walk backwards. All along here there's the same as what we saw before, like flags showing different loyalties with Suwon, different periods probably. And this is from the bottom of Paldalmun Gate, you go up straight. So if you get the bus from the station, we came in a bit shorter. So if you get the bus from the Suwon station, you can actually go straight to here and then go straight to... Can you give me a hand up, please? No, no, hand up. Hand up, pull it up. Never mind. So this is one of the, it's called a bastion. Where lookout post, different lookout posts, so you can see. It's not very high at the moment, we're getting higher though. So you come up here, it's just a normal road, but then it starts going into just steps and then the fortress wall. So. Okay, as you can see, we're much higher up now. You get high very quickly here. The steps are very steep. You can see the city behind us, and we're not all the way up yet. Breathing quite heavily right here. So we're breathing a bit heavily at the moment. Just the time for a little stop. Definitely a good place to exercise this. Run up and down these stairs a few times. You'll be ready for the marathon. So I've been here once before. And when I came, it was the middle of summer in Korea, so it's a bit easier now because it's been raining. It's a bit cool, but in the middle of summer, 34-35 degrees, it's a bit more difficult. So we made it to the top now, and there's different ways you can go really. So this is like pavilion at the top you can go through, the lookout points, and also the March the 1st Independent Movement area memorial for the fight for independence in Korea. So that's just a bit further down here. Just go to it now. So we really broke a sweat going up to the top of here, but it's worth it. It's a really nice place, really nice view, kind of like in a forest, but up in the top of a mountain as well. So here's the memorial statue. Just turn around for you guys. This is the independence movement. This is the memorial for it at the top of the mountain. So there's a nice view. On the other side of Suwon here, there's just the top of the wall. We just come along this wall here, this nice wall, and you can stand on these podium bits here and look out across the city. The other side of the city, more residential area there, and the lake is in the distance. There's a lake park actually near Suwon. Maybe a little bus journey just from here. There's different entrances into the forest side, so you can go into the forest that way. There's a few different exits and entrances. Like most places in Korea, you'll find cafes where you can get a drink. It's a very convenient place, no matter where you are, up a mountain or not. Okay, so we'll go further up along this wall here, see what's along the wall. If you had an army, this would be definitely the best place to feel protected against the people coming up the hill. All these little holes in the walls that you can see, all these little holes that people are firing arrows from back in the day. This looks like it might be the main guard post coming up. This is actually a World Heritage place. The sign over here says World Heritage Hwaseong Fortress. So this protected by World Heritage. This is the Western Guard Pavilion, so maybe this is the main. There's 5 in total in the Hwaseong Fortress, and it was built near the summit of Paldalmun Mountain, it says, just for protection. So that's why it's so hard to get up, even if you don't have bows and arrows to carry. So here's the Western Pavilion. Behind me there. Okay, so just here, you can ring a bell. You can pay to ring a bell, I think. So 1 to 2 people is 1,000 won. 3 to 4 people is 2,000 won. You just purchase over here at the souvenir shop, and you can have a traditional experience of ringing the bell. Maybe the whole of Suwon can hear you. Okay, so we're going towards the end of the walk now on this mountain, Hwaseong Fortress, and on the right here you can see right across Suwon, and the pagoda here, you can usually go up into it. So let's see if we can go up into it. There's some really good views from here. You can see where we came from before, some of the towers right across. So let's see if we can get into the pagoda. So this is the Western command post. It must be the highest part. Western was probably the most important against their enemies. And as you can see, got a nice view across the city, high up. Yeah, you can come up to here at night. On the internet, when I looked on the internet, it says 24 hours open, but I'm not sure because someone needs to check your ticket. We've just been checked to make sure we got a sticker. Have a sticker or ticket to get to this section. Remember guys, make sure you get that before you come up. So we're actually right behind the palace that we went to before. We didn't realise, but we come like full circle around. You can't get directly, as far as we know, we can't get directly from the palace up to the mountain that we're at now. So down there is the palace that we were at before. And we're even higher than where we were sat originally. Even better view of the city. It's a really nice place. So, you take off your shoes and go into these traditional places. I'll leave my bags. Lost my ticket. Don't forget your sticker. Okay, so. Actually you can't go up. It says please keep out. Please keep out. Oh, so we can't go up. It's closed today, sadly. Maybe because of the enclosed space, coronavirus, or maybe because of the weather. There's also a little tower over here. I think this is probably a guard tower, built from the original, rebuilt from the original. And you can come inside here and relax if you want to take your shoes off. Feels good to take your shoes off. And yeah, again, we're the only people up here, I think. There's a few young lads here, but yeah, we've got the whole place to ourselves today. And there's the view across Suwon. Cheers to my followers, we got out the rain just in time. Here's the Suwon guys. Okay, so Paldalmun Gate. We're just waiting for the bus back to Suwon station now. It's nice at night, so we stayed around, had a meal in an Italian restaurant before we came back. And yeah, so the Paldalmun Gate's actually the middle of a big roundabout, so as you can see cars. And you can cross over into it, but you can't actually get into it, but it looks really nice at night. So yeah, before heading back to Seoul, hope you guys have a good week, enjoy everything there, and stay safe, stay away from the virus.